Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Penn, and I'm going to be giving my quick first impressions of Guilty Gear Strive. If you've been a follower of the channel, you know that recently I have live streamed this game, and me practicing against the CPU, trying out the arcade stuff, things like that. So, for one, I know that this is popular amongst art system work games. The story mode is basically like a animation movie, visual novel, whatever you wanna like categorize it. I just think that the story mode is boring. I had it up for like 8 minutes. I'm just watching animation and text is just very off-putting. I might as well watch a decent film or watch an anime for that matter. So the story is whatever. Um, the online connectivity, uh, the overall net code seems to be decent. One thing I noticed that when you first load into the game, it takes an awful lot of time to just get into the main menu. I do not like that at all. When I'm playing my games, I like them to load up pretty instantly. It has to go through this authentication server, then it has to do it a few more times, and it has to load up, and it has to connect you to the service of the game. And this is the slowest loading art system wars games that I've ever played. Now, visually, the game is absolutely beautiful. Graphics wise, it got this very nice three dimensionality to it, anime style, sort of cell shaded look, 2D background, with some animation going on, and 3D characters. The art style really pops, and graphically wise, it is the best game I played from Art System Works. In comparison to a game like Blaze Blue, another game that I showcased on this platform. Also, uh, yeah, gameplay is very fun. It's a pick up and play game. It's not overly difficult to perform combos and get moving when it comes to the combinations, but there is a learning curve. Um, it's easy to pick up and play, but it's not easy to master or to get very good at. You do have to spend some time with it, and you have to learn the game. Learn the characters that you want to play with. Know your opponent, and you're good to go. And from there, it just comes down to muscle memory and practice. The online play, I did play online recently. I was placed in the lobby. The online system takes you through a tutorial. So, what I liked about the tutorial is that it gave you the bells and whistles of how the game operates when it comes to online matchmaking. And one of the things that it does is that it takes you through like this trial matchup to where you play against the CPU, and depending on how you perform, such as your combinations, your health at the end of the match, once you win, you're placed in a tower level system. So there's a total of, believe, 12 towers, and at default, I was placed at tower 6. And once you are placed at a specific tower, you cannot go below your level because, for instance, below level 6 are players that are weaker than me, and I cannot play them. The game only wants you to play people at your level or higher. Now, you are free to go up different levels, but it's only recommended, once you have more experience. So, I do like that factor of the game. And so basically, it's more on skill based matchmaking. You're playing against people that are on your level. So my first online match was against a guy that was a level 50 for his character, and it being my first match, I was a level 1, and it came down to really a couple of hits. I He won the first one, I won the second round, and then he ultimately won the third to secure his victory for the entire match. But it wasn't too much of a difference in skill, primarily. He just had his combination set up and he knew what to do. The net code wasn't that particularly great. There was some lag and some input delay, but I did manage to win one of the rounds. So I was pretty confident after that because it was my first online match, and I don't particularly have that much experience with the Guilty Gear franchise. I'm more of a Blaze Blue type of player myself when it comes to the Arc System works. So that was pretty good actually. Um, I plan to live stream more of the game in the future. I'm going to be doing arcade modes, practice, getting my move set, working on my combinations, doing some online rank matches against various players because the game still has a decent level of people that play it. I just have to, I guess, pick like that sweet spot in terms of the time. So to see what time of the day when people are on and when they're not on, and if they're not on, I'll just do an arcade and they practice for the live show and things like that. So my first impressions of Guilty Gear Strive is overall the game is good. I wish that there were more playable characters from the start. They do have some unlockables. They have some season pass content on the way, I believe. That's coming pretty soon. Um, the game loading time when you first boot up the game, or whenever you launch the game in general, that is too long. It needs to be shorter. Skip all those servers and all that. It just needs to be more smoother. It's a bit annoying. I'm running the game on an SSD, but the initial boot is quick. It's just that when you get into the game, it just goes through all these servers and connecting and all that. It's just too slow. But other than that, um, I like the tower system online. I like that there's different offline modes, and you can enjoy the game without going through the story and just sitting there watching pretty much a movie, cussing, anything like that. So overall, the game is good. So I'm going to keep it on my system. I'm going to continue to play it, and I'm going to have fun with it. I'm going to just be practicing when I have some free time, and then I'm going to be live streaming it also. So I just wanted to wrap this up. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.